Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dylan's Daily Show. So today I want to talk a little bit about feminism and how feminism is a movement that needs to die, all right? 110% it needs to die. Now, we all know there's different waves of feminism, right? That's no secret to anybody. There's the original form of feminism, which was fighting for true equality for women, which we all support. All right, everybody, I don't think there's one, okay, there's probably some people, right? But those people should not be listened to. Most everybody with half a brain and an IQ above room temperature agrees that women should have equal rights. They should be able to vote, right? They should be able to get access to the same jobs, access to the same opportunities in life in general, right? We all agree with that, correct? Now, we have granted women the right to vote. That's a two-ended deal because I think that women also have the obligation at this point of educating themselves on politics, which unfortunately we haven't seen too much, but we'll get into that later. But there's this new wave of feminism now, which is focusing on issues that are non-existent. For the wage gap, for example, which I've debunked numerous times on my YouTube channel, there is no such thing as the wage gap. When you hear feminists talking about, oh, women only make 77 cents to the dollar, women make 77 cents a dollar, they're not talking about actual wages. They're talking about over a lifetime. And the reason that women make less over a lifetime is because, number one, they choose lower paying jobs. Number two, they take more time off to deal with their kids. They're more likely to take sick days. There are so many reasons. And I've done videos on this on my YouTube channel. I did an Ask TSFD where I discussed the wage gap and debunked the entire thing. You can check that out on my channel. But the feminist movement now is focusing on issues that are non-existent. And we've known that for a long time. Right? This is something we've been arguing for a very long time, and that's why you're seeing it die off more and more. You're seeing it turn into more and more of an extreme movement. It's not really a mainstream movement anymore. It's now more of an extreme movement because the only people that are supporting the feminist movement are the people that are extreme feminists, right? And I don't think anybody supports these extreme feminists. I mean, I know a lot of people on the left who I talk to, leftists, right? Economically, leftists voted for Obama, supported Bernie Sanders. They don't even like the feminists because they realize that the feminist movement is just completely radical and fighting for nothing at this point. But I also want to talk about the Iran protests because I think this ties together. Now, if you know, the protests have broken out in Iran since December 28th, and they've been very, very massive. And essentially what they're doing is they're trying to gain freedom from their oppressive government. That's what the people of Iran are doing. Now, remember, this is the same government. This is the Iranian government. This is the same government with Rouhani as president that President Obama signed the 2015 Iran nuke deal with. This is the exact same Iranian government. Now, everything's turning around and backfiring because now you've got this radical government oppressing their people, running people over with trucks. Obama said they were a peaceful government. You know, he was talking them up when we signed this nuke deal. Well, now they're in the street running people over, literally running people over in trucks. There's videos of it on YouTube. I'm not going to show them here, but it's absolutely disgusting. They're running people over in trucks. Now, I posted a picture yesterday, and this ties back into the feminism thing, I promise. I posted a picture yesterday on my Instagram page, which is 2_savage_4_Democrats if you want to follow. And it said, "This is feminism." Now, it's a woman in Iran that's protesting, and she's standing up above everybody else. So, like, everybody else is there. She's standing up. And it says, and I'll show you the picture here, by the way. See, there's the picture. I don't even know if you can see it that well, but there's the woman standing up above everybody else. Yeah. A woman in Iran appears in public without a headscarf, holding her compulsory hijab up on a stick in a courageous act of defiance. Right? Meanwhile, clueless feminists in America have taken to wearing hijabs. Now think about that for a second, right? Let's step back for a moment. The feminists in this country and all over, like Justin Trudeau in Canada, you know, he says he's a feminist, he's kind of supporting the same thing. They're pushing for a hijab movement. There's stories online. We want feminists to start wearing hijabs. They're degressing what's been going on. Like, there's been progress that the original feminists made. They're degressing it by literally saying we should wear hijabs. And they're not looking at what's going on in Iran. These women in Iran, and this isn't the only picture, by the way, the one I just showed, that is not the only picture. There are pictures all over the place, right, of this. These women are fighting for freedom from an oppressive government. They want to be able to not have to cover themselves up. They want freedom. They want to be treated equally. Meanwhile, if you look at the feminists in this country, they are literally pushing to become more like what those women have to deal with on a daily basis. I don't understand the logic. I don't think anybody understands the logic. It makes no sense to anybody that the feminists are fighting for this. It makes zero sense. But this is why, and this is a prime example of why pop socket, right? I think you noticed it by now. This is a prime example of why feminism needs to die. Feminism needs to die. There is no reason in 2018, it's 2018 now, Happy New Year, by the way. It's 2018. There is no reason why we need a feminist movement, okay? Absolutely no reason. There is nothing that women have, there's nothing that men have that women do not have access to. There is no need for a feminist movement. Now, I would be the first to sit here. If there was inequality, I would fight for equality. I support equality. But there is equality. There is 100% total equality. What the feminists want is they want inequality. They want women to be treated better than men. And they also want to remove social norms. They want to act like it's not a woman's responsibility to, you know, to take care of kids. Not all women have to take care of kids, but if you want to have kids, there are certain roles that each gender plays. That's how it works. That is absolutely how it works. Okay, and you can argue with it until the sun goes down, but at the end of the day, each gender has a different role when it comes to raising children. Okay, that's how it works. All right, and you can argue with that as much as you want. Feminists don't want to acknowledge that. They want men and women literally to operate the same in society, which is never going to happen. Now you've got the two extremes. You've got everybody acting, the feminists here want everybody acting the same. You've got the feminists you've got the people in the Middle East and Iran who literally don't want women to have any rights. And then you've got the feminists there who are genuinely fighting for rights for people, which I believe is important, and they do not have these rights. That's why you see the people standing up, taking off their hijab, holding it up on a stick, fighting for actual freedom and actual independence from an oppressive government, and fighting for true feminism, while you've got the women here fighting for nothing. And I think seeing that just emphasizes what I said before, which is that the feminist movement in this country needs to die. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. If you would like to see more, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more. I will catch up with you guys next time. Bye-bye.